Hey guys, I truly believe this video will change your life. My name is Asel. I am an NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, ICF certified coach. I'd like to share with you how this world is structured. This information that I will share with you will transform your perception forever. Who is poor? Who is rich? You'll understand finally that your happiness and your financial freedom is in your hands. For what you want to materialize, you need to take responsibility for it. And the more responsibility you will take, the better the result. Knowing the path and walking along it are not the same. Have you noticed that some people get instantly successful? The fact is that metaphysics, the power of thoughts, has a different view of our reality. In fact, without this understanding, it is impossible to expand our consciousness. How do average people think? They think very limited, only believe in things that they see or hear, kind of live they live in their box, very limited. It also called 3D reality. If I'm educated, I get proper job. If I'm a teacher, I get this much. If I'm an engineer, I get this much. So kind of they think this way. Then if I'm I don't know, as a rule, people perceive the world so materially and have very strict boundaries. But in reality, our world is not like that. You may have noticed that sometimes there are inconsistencies, kind of. A person from your circle suddenly became very rich or in the internet, and you don't understand how. He didn't have any education. And people are curious and they want to know what's the secret of wealth. When the secret of wealth is very simple. Rich people think in a certain way. They have completely different thoughts in their heads. If you talk to a rich person and then the poor person, you can see that very clearly. It would seem that obviously rich person will think about wealth because he's rich, or poor person will think about poverty because he's poor. However, rich person got rich because of his thoughts before getting rich. Okay, that's really important. And also, yeah, their thoughts and internal dialogue are, and based on those thoughts, you'll get consequences. Let's say, as an example, when I am angry, I have, then bad things happen to me. When I'm really joyful, good things happen to me. It's kind of attraction, it works that way. And I started this noticing in my life, then in books, and I discovered this phenomenon in movies. Then I started consciously control my thoughts, where we're not only bodies and minds that think all the time. We are whole universe. Everything we see in personal reality is part of our creation. Everybody has their own reality, the world that he exists and he sees, the world that was created by his observation. Okay, people, like people, the amount of money, everything you create it with your thoughts, emotions, visions, and if you want to create a happy one, you I'll give you some tools, and I'll show you in this channel to like kind of observe your thoughts. Everything that exists arises from internal states of consciousness. This is the law, and it's impossible to avoid it. Everything that you see, your internal dialogue, analyzing the past, practicing the future, predicting the future, your emotional state at this moment will determine your existence. I recommend to watch Matrix, the movie, if you haven't. It explains the truth very, very well. It's like a computer game, our consciousness. You can change it, the program, by working on your thoughts and have a different life. Life is like a movie. You have actors in it, and you are a director. And have you noticed sometimes your scenarios repeated? Why? Because the director is the same who's you. If you would like to create a happy movie, we can do that. I'll show you how. Nobody's creating your life, not a god, not universe. You have a free will, and you can choose who you are going to be in your movie. Okay, your mind is very flexible and transforms really fast. Everything that exists consists of thinking, matter, cognition. Forms are created thanks to thoughts. The sofa, everything was created. Thoughts is the only force that is capable of materializing from divine substance. How to think in a certain way so you will create a happy movie. I will give you some exercises below. We'll learn a lot actually on this channel. Um, what else? There is no chance actually for the person who thinks about poverty to be rich. For instance, to understand this better, this concept, you think that your boss is the worst person, and in reality, it will be the same. Of course, because you focus on the negative aspect of your boss and it increases, whereas you could focus on the positive aspect of him, that he's a great mentor, being thankful for the job, and then it increases. I mean, you can find always reasons to uh, focus on, in a good side or bad side. Have you noticed that when you like a certain car or color, you see that everywhere? Well, because your mind is concentrated on it, you know? Do you realize that the outside world and other people are simply reflecting you, your thoughts? If you feel that you're not experienced, not you don't have any like enough education, as a reflection you'll get very low salary, or like, oh, I'm not enough to get promoted because I don't have you know qualification, and I have to study, and I have to get this and that. And then you see that another like person got promoted even though he doesn't have any degree, because he thinks that he's good enough. What you really think about yourself is exactly the world reflects to you back. When I moved to New York 7 years ago, I didn't have any experience in the US. I told myself I want to work in Manhattan at the bank, and nobody believed in me, people that at the time. And then I got the job in 2 weeks, the ideal job. Why? Because I had the right thoughts. All right, let's get into the practice. I will give you some practice to basically have right thoughts. Formulate a clear goal. Examples of goal: have an income of 500K per year, for example. Find the ideal job, describe it in detail. What is ideal job for you? What location? What is team? How do you work, remote or in person? Understand your purpose, maybe, maybe create a business. Okay, so we want to create here a script, everything in detail. Or it might be like close your loans. Okay, create a successful business team. So clarify your goal. All right. Maybe you want to buy an apartment also, that works. Or car. What kind of car, what kind of apartment, where, how do you see that? How do you feel it when you're there? What do you hear? What people, tell, like what everything. So comment below your goal. Are you ready to take full responsibility for your financial wealth? Don't blame others, the government, the world, the system, the country for your money. Okay? Are you ready to take full responsibility? If yes, please comment below. If not, then explain why not. Next, write a short essay for yourself that briefly describes the worldview taught in this video. Okay? That's important. Then, also, what we want to do is analyze and write down short stories from your life where you kind of, maybe with your thoughts the day before, created negative situation related to money, or maybe a relationship as well. Okay, write it down. Short stories from your life. Okay, thought and then consequences. Additional study materials: watch a movie, Secret. I'm sure you watched it, but watch it one more time to understand better the law of attraction. Okay, I think that is it for this video, and I'm so happy you watched this video, and you will get your financial freedom very soon. You already got it because you watched this video, and I'll give you more practices and tools in my next video. So subscribe below, share this video, so we will help more people, okay, to get their abundance. All right, ciao.